Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And
Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Oh, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
that was really good.
And greetings everyone, and welcome to tonight's Div A West clash between the home team BFT Orion and the visiting CM After Dark. So map bans, let's get that out of the way first. The coin flip went to BFT Orion. They've banned and they want to pick hero first map, so they banned Outtrack Pass and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tiger came back and banned Brax's Holdout and Volskaya Foundry and got to pick the first map. And so we will be going to Infernal Shrines for the first game. So teams are ready to go. So with no further ado, I will let them crank it up. Let's take a look at the standings real quick before the draft starts. So you see BFT Orion in third place with a 9-5 record of 3 dominations. CM After Dark struggling a little bit this season after their jump from winning everything in B last season to jumping up to A. So they are 5-9, but with 1 domination, and that was a big domination. So they are definitely starting to find their path a little bit. So there are 4 teams that go to the playoffs in this division. So BFT Orion's sitting pretty if the playoffs started today. CM After Dark has some work to get there, but that's why we play the games. So I think we're still waiting on one of the players to start. Apologies if I'm a little rusty tonight. First catch of the season after a long layoff. Looks like we have a little bit of a delay, so I will be right back.
An adventure. I mean, have you seen this Nexus place? There's limitless worlds to explore. Constantly new things to see. Ew! Sure, there's danger too. What's an adventure without a little action? Oh, I can help with that. I am a Storm Scout after all. And for Storm Scouts, life is an adventure.
As king, I dedicated my life to Tristram and served its people with all my heart. In exchange, they called me a madman and betrayed me. But I have returned, stronger than ever. These so-called heroes think they can.
And we are back. Teams are here. We are ready to draft and hit the battlefield. I'd like to welcome my co-caster, Norbert. Doesn't have a lot to say, but he'll just be there putting out the vibe. Hope everyone enjoys that. Enjoying his coffee. So, CM After Dark, a little bit of a lineup switcheroo today. Wheatus will not be here. He's normally one of the starters. So, Kian from the Cloud of Minds team in Division B West has volunteered to step up and play with the A team. So, he'll be filling in. And we get rid of Tychus first off. Could that mean we're setting up for a Cho'Gall or something crazy like that? Probably not. Tychus is just generally good. But we'll have to see. See who Cloud of Minds After Dark wants to get rid of. Get rid of Johanna. No surprise there. She is kind of gross right now, especially in organized competitive play. We'll see if the Rhaegar gets banned too, or if they decide to let that through. I think in Storm League that's a bigger ban priority, but maybe not so much in NGS. But then again, I don't play up in Div A, so I'm not sure what the meta is like up here. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, I see Ruffian in chat. Good to see you, Ruffian. BFT Orion doesn't want to see Stukov, so nobody likes to be silenced or shoved halfway across the map. I can understand that. And we get rid of the Junkrat, so Rhaegar is out there if anybody wants it. My guess is the scouting reports said he's not going to be a factor today, or he would have gotten banned. So Hogger is first one down the chute for BFT Orion. Really, really good on the Shrine if you can get that nice four-wall bounce going. Very, very annoying, very hard to deal with. They'll have to keep an eye on him. And CM comes back with Sonya. And Rhaegar does get to play. He's not the first pick, so not the belle of the ball, but he's still going to get invited. So Death Punisher will be biting butts and slowing people all over the place. Totems, totems, always totems. Thank you for the 69 bits, Ruffian. Most appreciated. I think you overpaid by about 68 bits, but I appreciate it. So we come back with Tassadar and a Nubarak. A Nubarak good on the point with all the beetles flying everywhere, doing damage and blocking skill shots. And Tassadar, I'll be interested to see if this is an auto attack Tassadar. I've seen that played with some really good success on this map. And then once you get it stacked, you just throw the beam into the pit, and if a hero walks in, he gets hit. So CM After Dark getting rid of the Anduin, so we don't have to worry about a Nubarak delivering nice tasty light bombs onto everyone's faces. And no Diablo, so we won't have Diablo slamming people and throwing them back and forth inside the pit. Let's see what CM After Dark wants to do here. I would kind of expect them to pick up some damage. There's no point in taking the tank this early, because I don't think BFT Orion's going to take a second tank. Maybe they will, but I wouldn't think so. And so Tiger on Vala and Skycake on the Thrall. And look at all that auto attack. I would love to see a Lily here. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see Lily here. Probably not in Division A, though. The BFT Orion finishes off their roster with Karazim and Falstad. So Karazim will be punching people and diving all over the place. And Falstad just generally being a cool bird flying above the fray. And let's see who CM After Dark wants to finish off their roster with. There's that tank, and it's going to be ETC. So see if anyone wants to swap. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here. So we'll just wait for the timer to tick down. And then we will get ready and send everyone over to an exciting game one. The first match of the series, or the season between these two, is a double round robin division, so they're playing twice. I believe BFT Orion won in a reverse sweep. Someone fact check me on that if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it went. So CM After Dark will be looking for that 2-0 domination for revenge, but BFT Orion really wants the points too. So I got a feeling this one's going to go 3. Don't know why, just a hunch. Nice portrait synergy. Except for Metacom. Although I guess those are all technically Asmo, so I guess it counts as synergy. Well played. So chat, whose draft do you like better? Talk it up out there. Let me know what you think. I'm not sure. I think it's pretty evenly matched. Alright, let us get the teams onto the field of battle. So, in the blue corner, we have Asmachad on the Hogger, Metacom on Tassadar, Teal on Anubarak, Apple Mike on Falstad, and Hemo Santiago on Karazim. And in the red trunks, we have Kian on Sonya, Death Punisher on Rhaegar, Skycake on Thrall, Tiger on Vala, and Ice X manning the cow himself, ETC. So let's head to the mid lane, which is where we start, as is required by all the bylaws and traditions of Heroes of the Storm. And the teams approach, and here we go. Nobody wanted to be the first one to make a mistake there, so everyone playing a little 10 LV. Icex posting up down there, maybe looking for a slide if someone gets out of line, but no one's going to give him the chance. And Ubrak's going to throw a little barb his way, just to let him know, hey, I'm here. I know you're there. Let's get to it. Let's take a look at the talents here, see if anyone's stacking anything. So we do not have the auto attack Tassadar, which looks like he took the Q quest. We have the Falstad collecting boomerangs. Vala is collecting W's. Thrall is taking Crash Lightning. Wasn't expecting that. And ETC went Prog Rock. I think it's, yeah, Prog Rock. He'll be collecting globes. So those are our collectors for this game. So CM After Dark, it's going to be the first one to take their camp. I would expect BFT Orion to either take the bottom camp or rotate up to theirs. Looks like they're going to rotate up to theirs. No surprise there. And we have Hogger and Sonya double soaking. They're kind of at a 180 degrees out of phase, so they'll be switching lanes here back and forth until someone decides to make a move. Ice waiting for a bad rotation there. That's not going to come, so just anchoring. Getting some soak. ETC's no slouch to the lane clear, so he can do this. And he's got the tools to get away. Meanwhile, off camera, because Rackham was too slow, the bottom camp is being taken. So that'll come up for CM. Not going to get a lot of value out of it, but better to take it off the map and not have to worry about it. Alright, have maybe a fracas going on up in the mid lane. Hogger got a little bit cheeky, but it was able to get away. However, in the bottom lane, Vala was not able to be as lucky. So, first blood goes over to Falstad. CM taking their top camp. The objective will be announced shortly. Hogger is looking at it. I don't know if he knows there are 3 here. He gets slowed. He's got a new brat coming for backup, but it's still 3v2. Oh, nope. Now it's a 5v3 the other way. About to be a 5v4. ETC's a little bit slow. The camp was taken. Somehow in all of that mess, they did manage to grab the camp. So, nice slide from Tiger on the new Brack. He's probably going to be able to get out with an E. But he leaves with not a lot of life. He might have to tap. So that could be a small win. If he doesn't have a tap, he'll have to back. Maybe not. Maybe he'll get healed up. So team's really, really even on soak. Like dead even. So let's head up to the top lane. Falstad gets pushed back a little bit there. And ETC heads up, says, you know what, boys, let's start this objective. Let's get it cranked up. Val comes in to join the fray. Looks like BFT is going to make a move here. Is a noob going to dive in on someone? Looks like he's sizing up. BT comes out and says, hey, I see where you are. They're up 15-1, so After Dark backing up a little bit. Everyone's fairly healthy and got at least 50% mana, so we'll see if they can make a move here. Nice slide there from ETC, although he does get a stun for his effort. And then the wall comes out to prevent his escape, so ETC is going to go down. BFT evening up the objective. We're at 15-15 now, so... And they have 7s. 7s are not online yet for After Dark, so it'll be here soon. Do they contest this? It looks like probably not, because Sonya, the best Infernal Shrine's monkey killer, is down in the bottom lane, so they just decided to soak and get 7. This first objective, typically not incredibly powerful, so not a huge deal if you don't win it, as long as you get value elsewhere. And Sonya down in the bottom lane is all about that value right now, taking out one tower. She's not going to get the second one without the minion support, so let's head back up to the objective in the top lane, which has gone over to BFT Orion. The jump over onto Thrall. He's going to run away. Is he going to get out? He's not going to get out. Kerosene is able to tell him to take a break. So the Punisher turns back and is working on that wall. Oh, it looks like she's in trouble too. Bella's going to go down. The Punisher not done jumping on red nameplates now. Sonya eats that one, so no harm, no foul. The Frozen Punisher, of course, has turned the fort off, so there, it's unfrozen now, so it's going to help a little bit. Ice in a little bit of trouble. The slide, nice slide. Falstad does go down. Tower is active now, so the tower is helping. I think BFT is going to have to get the heck out of there. And the Punisher goes down. So that is one fort down. A small lead, about a half a level for BFT. I see Weenus has joined the chat, throwing some bits in there. Thank you, sir. Hope Hawaii is treating you marvelously. BFT down in the bottom lane, getting the camp. After Dark looking for a cheeky invade, perhaps. I believe they are. Falstad is there. I don't think he's any the wiser. Isaac's posting up in the bush there to make sure he doesn't walk in and spoil the surprise party. And that camp is going to go red, so I would expect them to come down and grab the soak, and then someone's going to have to go deal with that camp bottom. Anubarak jumps in. He sees him rotating. Rhaegar is caught in the cocoon because 10's got here. Thrall goes down. Apple Mike throwing that lightning out on the Falstad. Chunks Tiger down a little bit, and Sonya says, don't touch my Vala. That's my Vala. Oh. Nice ancestral there to keep, I think Rhaegar might have self-ancestral there. And we have a nice mosh, and I see a couple blue nameplates going down. That's Tassadar, that's Hogger, and that's Kerosene. So we have a 5v4 here, so it is time for CM to... well, what's the phrase? Make hay while the sun is shining, and the sun is up and bright in the sky right now. They'd really like to knock some buildings down if they can. Thrall's in the bottom. He had to deal with that camp. That camp has been dealt with. CM going to take the top camp. So they're not going to really get the building that maybe they could have, but I just don't know that was in the cards for them. So they're going to get what they can, and they're going to come back on the prowl, and someone's going to have to deal with the camp top. I wonder if they're going to are they thinking about a gank on Hogger, or maybe they're going to work on that building, or are they waiting on this camp? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My DivD brain can't comprehend these Galaxy Brain strategies going on here. I need a translator. CM's going to fall back to their side of the map and rip that camp down quickly. So, oh, there's Hogger. I think he's going to get out. Totem isn't enough to catch him and get him to stay around. Val just stacks the W on his face. Alright, let's check out the mid lane where that camp is still going. ETC in kind of deep, isn't able to find anything, so comes back to safety. I think he's got to really respect that wall. The Tassadar, it's burned him at least once tonight, so he might be a little wall shy. I can't say I blame him. Sonya is out on an island here, Yeah, she's gonna be safe. She's close enough to her wall. BFT caught in a little bit of a choke here. I don't know if CM realizes it. They can collapse on that. All sorts of ults going off. There we have the Cocoon on Rhaegar. Rhaegar is back out. Sonya leaps away and then gets the Ancestral, so she's safe. She'll be able to come back in the fight. Rhaegar does go down. No, so I guess, yeah, that Ancestral didn't go off on Rhaegar. My mistake. So that's going to be a 5v4 for BFT. Although Nubarak really, really low, he is able to burrow his little butt away to safety. 13 is here for both teams. 17 so far for BFT on the Immortal. And there's that Hogger little 4-man or 4-point square I was talking about. Vala goes down and Nubarak dispatches of her. Nubarak is yeah, he's gonna walk away. He's gonna get away with that. And Hogger in the meantime just he finally pops out of his spin. But we're at 34 here, so I think this objective is going to go off to BFT. And indeed it does. They are the proud owner of a 20,022 Arcane Punisher. Let's see what they can do with it. Will they go use it to get some groceries, or will they take it to the prom, or will they drive across country? Who knows? Right now they're going to take it and try and destroy that fort. Sonya leaps in. She's caught behind the wall, and then the black hole comes out and takes care of her. ETC is in the cocoon. His team's going to break him out, so he's safe. The fort, I think, is gone. I think that's a foregone conclusion. Punisher is about 40% health, so they'll see if they can pop it over the wall and then maybe pull it between the keeps. Nice barbs by Noob to stun a couple of people there. He's done a good job with that in Nubarak CC. He's got so many tools. If you use them all well, he's really hard to beat. Okay, so the Punisher's gone. ETC's got his prog rock finish, so he'll be able to heal his friends for the rest of the game. The wall is almost gone, but the keep is healthy. So BFT, you're going to come down here. They're going to just take the camp. They are 15, so they're a level up, but they're not a talent tier up. ETC slides in, and Nubarak meets him with a bar, but Nubarak's low. Falstad says, this is not the fight that we want, so he disengages. The camp is taken. So that's an ult down. Not a tremendously long cooldown, though. CM's going to come and take this camp. Is BFT going to let them have it? They are. I don't know if they let them have it. They watched it being taken. Vala gets in the cocoon. Death Punisher did self-unsuccessful that time. Nubarak is in some trouble. He's low, but then, wow, a lot of nameplates are going low. Who's going to go down first? Nubarak does go down first, but then Sonya, ETC, and Thrall follow right after that. And Vala and Rhaegar are going to have to back up, and they might be in trouble. Falstad's decided he wants to chase here. Vala, is she going to be able to roll away? She is not. Rhaegar is, ooh boy, Rhaegar is on the ropes here. He's going to have to find, nice. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. They didn't see him double back there, so he's going to realize discretion is a better part of valor, and he is just going to get the heck out of Dodge. And BFT, talent tier here. They're going to take that camp, and they're going to see if they can't shove this wall down. Maybe go for the keep, but CM's here in force now. So we'll see what CM can do to get back in the game. They do have 3 keeps up. So, not going to get that super catapult pressure, but BFT able to take advantage of the situation, and as camps come up, camps are going down and they're going blue. So CM's going to come up and take the top camp. At least they're going to try. I think they're going to get away with it because no one's in range. When's the other camp up? So the other camps aren't up for a while now. This is the only one on the board. BFT is just going to, looks like they're going to push bot. So are we going to see everyone back and defend? It looks like that's the case. So hopefully they'll get some value out of that camp top while they defend their keep down here. They still desperately looking for 16. Like 1 minion wave should do it. And there it is. 16 is here. So they're on an even talent tier. They're down to 2.5 levels, but not that precious level 20 storm talent. So Uh-oh, BFT being sneaky, waiting for a bad rotation. It's not going to happen, but nice play to set up for it. So CM is just heading up. Look at all those precious XP globes. And they're going to get started. BFT is going to have something to say about this, though. I count 10 heroic abilities ready, so I need to take a deep breath. A lot of stuff's going to happen here in the next 30 seconds or so. Or maybe not. Who's going to make the first move? That's my question. Augur spinning, spinning, spinning. Thrall in the cocoon. He's going to try and get him out. Death Punisher. The Ancestral goes off, but it doesn't have time to finish. And Rhaegar and Sonya go down. The Gust puts a couple of CM up in the top, but they're in a bad spot. Thrall falls, and looks like ETC is going to slide. He's going to try and get out with the wall. Really good plays with that wall. So that is going to be a 5-man team wipe, and we have 35 taken. So they're going to go ahead and finish up the objective. Why not? They're there, and it's easy pickings. So I would expect them to storm this keep. They've got minions here. I don't know if they'll be able to actually end the game here. I think they will try. We do have some members of CM starting to pop up off the mat here, so they'll try and defend. Got a Mortar Punisher on its way, though. All right, and Thrall, that wall once again. Sonya goes down. Rhaegar's in a cocoon. I think he might be in trouble. It looks like Newbrack's looking to root him. The Ancestral does go off, but they're able to kill him twice, basically. And that is damage on the core. And I think Vala and ETC have decided they'd like to at least be at the award ceremony if they're not going to get a winner's trophy. So they'll at least be alive at the end of the game. So that is game one going over to BFT Orion. So let's head back and do my favorite thing as a caster, which is to give someone a point. So let's push that map over to BFT. So that puts BFT up 1-0. So Tiger and the CM crew will decide whether they want to pick the map or whether they want to pick the hero. So we'll get all that underway and get a new map ready. In the meantime, we'll give you something cool to look at, and we'll see you after this.
In the beginning. Wait a minute, that's not... Hold on. In our most desperate hour. Whoops! No, way too far. The Nexus! The marvelous anomaly to which the Bronze Dragonflight has sent me as their champion! Oh, hello again. Or is this the first time we've met? You might ask why, as a dragon, would I choose to be this size? Meh, it just works for me. I'm here to keep the very fabric of time and space from unraveling like that. Everyone knows it's not possible to be in several places at the same time. The past you, future you, and future super creepy you? That's different times at the same place, and that's when it gets fun! Don't worry, that's gonna get nerfed. Let's review. Through all time and space, there's more power hidden in the smallest things than you will ever know.
All right, everyone, gather round. On the 12th day of winter veil, the Nexus gave to me 12 mounts a prancing, 11 wisps a playing, 10 snowmen dancing, 9 angels singing, 8 heroes feasting, 7 murlocs marching, 6 free cookies. What in the...
5 undead kings.
You're ruining my song.
4 chocolate frogs.
Stop.
3 sweet spiders. 2 gummy goons. And a punch. Hey!
And I'll end your killing spree.
And a happy winter hail to thee. I think that went pretty well.
Commence combat operations. Protector online. Oh, good night. This technology needs more work. Hold your positions.
Now, Zagara! None resist the chill of death!
Yes. Well done, minions. Now, bow before Kel'Thuz's eyes!
Alright, and welcome back. We'll be going to Cursed Hollow for the second game. And that was picked by BFT. So teams are here and ready to go. So let's get into the draft and see what happens. So I asked who the MVP of game one was. I think I'd probably have to give it to Tassadar. The wall just... There are a couple of plays where it was oppressive. I thought someone would escape, and then the wall said, nope, you're going to stay right here where you are. So if you put a gun to my head, make me pick one, that's who it's going to be. Wonderful to see anyone from the first game that was particularly good get banned, or if they'll just stick to the script. And CM, I believe, banned Johanna the first game, but they have the first pick, so they'll probably leave it open. The noob gets banned. That might be a little bit of a respect ban. Can't blame him. All that CC is just kind of a handful. As absolutely as no one is shocked to hear, the Johanna does get banned. I'd have to go and look, but my guess is she's not getting played at all right now, especially in the higher divisions. So maybe another little bit of a respect ban. Falstad. You get rid of the Gus for bosses here, so... And he was just generally played really well by Apple Mike, I believe. So CM tips their hat. And then Hogger, BFT, they said if we can't have him, nobody can. So Hogger goes by the wayside. And we'll see what the first pick out of CM is. Dukov, not too surprising. It's a highly contested healer and kind of the healery meta that we're in now, and Death Punisher, I've heard, plays it pretty well. So ETC and Rhaegar both changed jerseys from red to blue between game 1 and game 2, and they'll be showing up for BFT Orion. Let's see what CM After Dark does with their second and third picks. Expect some damage here, and Zagara, pretty good range assassin, could also push, and keying on Ragnaros. So we'll have a wave going off every however many seconds it is, keeping that entire lane. They should down. They should have no problem keeping up with XP. It could be really nice in the late game. You don't have to put a body in a lane. So they don't want to see Isex's Diablo, and I've seen it, and I can't say I blame them. That's probably a good ban. See what After Dark wants to get rid of here. I would guess either offlaner they don't want to play against, or some big energy DPS here. And they get rid of Dahaka. That's an offlaner that really nobody wants to see play against them. 1 arm or 2 arms. He's pretty effective, no matter how many he's got. And for the second, third pick, we get Gul'dan and Abathur. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an Abathur. There's really a big hat target for him here. I guess Rhaegar does some beefy auto attack, so maybe you put it on him. Not a big Abathur guy, so I'm not sure exactly what goes best with it, but by taking it this late, they're not going to give CM After Dark the opportunity to get rid of, I don't know, maybe if they want to go Samuro or Illidan or something like that. So Tiger is going to pop off on the Ming, and I6 comes out with a May. So the blinds would have been good against Samuro or Illidan, whichever one. So they do take Samuro. So I was kind of expecting one of those, but not knowing the teams, wasn't sure. Just had a hunch, shall we say. And we will be heading off to game 1 here shortly. So we'll be right back.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
Trying to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
People, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
All right, here we are. We are ready for Cursed Hollow. So we'll mix it up and we'll introduce the red team first. So in the red corner, we have Skycake on the Zagara, we have Tiger on the Li Ming, Isex on the Mei, and the cutest pink mountain you've ever seen, Kian on the Ragnaros, and Myth. Oh, Death Punisher on the Stukov with the sexy little train there. So let's head over to the blue side of the map, and we have Teal on the ETC, Apple Mike on the Rhaegar, Metacom on the Gul'dan, Hemo Santiago on the Abathur, and last but not least, Asmo Chad on the Samuro. Samuro. I'll probably switch up pronunciations as the game goes on. I can never remember what it's supposed to be. So, Team After Dark, not heading to mid. Hey, don't they know about the bylaws and stuff? Come on, guys. You're supposed to be in the mid lane. What's going on here? They say, nope, we're going to come top, and we're going to take one of the towers. Abathur is quick to put a hat on it, but I think they're going to get it down. Samuro's going to come up and harass them, but I don't know that he's going to... Yeah, he is able to get him off of it in time. Oh, Tiger's going to do his best, though. There it goes. One tower gone. So in the bottom lane, the BFT Orion doing the exact thing on the other side of the map. So they're able to take one tower down. It's not Rhaegar, that's Ragnaros with a nice little blast wave to chunk some of his opponents down. But there's 3 of them and only one of poor little Ragnaros. So he's going to hold his own, but they do take both towers. And in the top lane, both towers going for CM After Dark. So in the mid lane, we have Mei getting soak and Abathur throwing little beetle things out. So this is definitely off to a non-standard start. Ragnaros doing his best to save that forward. I don't know that he's going to be able to, although ETC is really low, and I do see Mei coming into the picture. Is she going to get the Blizzard onto ETC? No. Almost gets hit with the meatball there. Speaking of meatball, let's see talent-wise what he was collecting. Rhaegar just goes Stormcaller, does not go Totem. Cool. I like different builds. Rhaegar, or Gul'dan will be collecting circles. Isex, he's down in among the blue, but I think he's going to be okay. He's just not going to be able to save the fort. So let's head to the top, and in the top lane, TM After Dark said, fine, you take our fort. We're going to take your fort first. And Mei is able to get Rhaegar to back off. She chunked him down pretty good. She's doing it for the science, and that science was able to help her save that fort. So well played. See more people with some bits there. Thank you very much. Most appreciated. So Samuro, so I can take that cape. She's going to have to back first. After Dark, they're going to rotate down, and Zagara's going to drop creep wherever she can. They're going to grab the Bruiser camp, and they're up almost a full level. So After Dark, definitely not laying down after that loss of game 1. They said, let's fine. Let's go 3 games. We got nothing better to do. Let's play some HOTS. We'll go for the reverse sweep. The Ming Orb misses, but it does convince Rhaegar to back up a little bit. Mei comes in and slides. Uses a trait, so she's going to stay nice and healthy. And I think the camp is going to go over After Dark. That Mei Blizzard helping him secure it. ETC throws a W out there just for... I think that was kind of a counting Q thing. He just wanted to let him know he was there. Keegan hanging around at the bottom, still on that Ragnaros, still able to keep that fort. Hasn't gone down yet, so they've catapult pressure for After Dark in the top lane that we don't have for BFT right in the bottom lane. Both teams have arrived here. Mace slides in. And Rhaegar is blinded. Can't bite anyone's butt when you can't see it. So Abathur and Zagara, that's an interesting duel up top. Zagara has found Abathur and is chasing it. Abathur's going to get away, so let's head back down here to where the action is. Let's widen this out, see if we can see more. Ragnaros dropping his molten core stuff all over the place. So ETC very, very low. He is able to get out. He is still really low. Rhaegar also low. They're going to have to back out. Stukov's going to slide up. He's going to try and channel. He's probably not going to get away with it at this point, but now he's got 3 bodies in front of him. Gul'dan puts a well-placed circle down, so he does not get the channel. ETC, oh, he might be in trouble. The Stukov silence, he gets the unstoppable, but the unstoppable doesn't prevent the... no, we did go low blow with Ballista's Force, so Stukov able to silence him. He's not able to get away. And we have our first kill for After Dark, and they do take the objective. So they are going to push. They've already destroyed the top lane. They've got 1 tower in the gate down. Ming throwing some orbs, trying to get the second one down. Well, we have someone DC'd, so Aspen has exited the building. So we'll have a little pause here. So let's take a look at some stats while we have the opportunity. Let's see who's doing damage. So Gul'dan doing a ton of damage, kills 1-1. So we have Skycake going down for After Dark and ETC. We saw that here on screen just a moment ago in that big team fight. So Gul'dan ahead on damage, but not tremendously so. And Soak, we see Abathur and Ragnaros leading, so you know, everything's as expected. So I believe the teams are ready. Samuro is back. And they should be counting it in any second now. I can move around the map. They can't, so we'll take advantage of that. See what the situation looks like here. Have almost a full level lead for After Dark here, so oops, there we go. Still a lot of fracas going on in the bottom lane. Ragnaros coming in, so we've got 3v3 here. ETC slides in. Stukov throws the silence out. That silence kind of splits the team up, and Rhaegar is going to fall. After Dark, I don't think they're going to chase us too much. I think they're just going to go up and be content to get the objective. So if they play their cards right, they will have 10 when the 3rd objective pops, and depending on timing and how well Soak goes. So if you're BFT Orion here, I think your mantra has to be get 10 before the 3rd objective. Samuro just being annoying there. He's able to use a clone to block the channel, but Zagara does get it. So Rhaegar taking the bruisers, he can do that by himself, especially with Stormcrawler. Gul'dan, is he? Yeah, he's getting there. He's more than halfway there in the quest. 10 is here for After Dark, so if they can find a fight, it would be in their best interest to take that fight. I don't know that the BFT Orion is going to give them that fight. And there's the lava wave like we expected, so top lane is cleared, or will be cleared very, very shortly. Got 4 red teammates down here, and they're looking to maybe do some business with that fort. They're going to back off, and they're going to, I assume, come back and get their camp. Yep. They should be able to rip that here pretty quickly. And in the meantime, May is out on a little bit of an island. She does have her cryo, and Stukov slaps some people away to help her. They've got that spell armor, so we want to get that. If you're After Dark, you want to get that camp down pretty quickly. The ice wall comes out. It does get 1. And who's caught in a silence, and Rhaegar is really, really low, but 10 is here, and he has the Ancestral now, and he's going to turn around and They do get May, but Gul'dan goes down, so we have a 1-for-1. So we have 4v4 now, but both teams are well past 10, so I definitely underestimated how long it was going to take to get that next objective popped. After dark, if they slow play this, maybe they can get 13, but I don't think it's worth trying. I think they'll nope, they don't. BFT is able to get it, so probably a smart play. They weren't there as a group ready to rumble, so just give it up. That first tribute doesn't really hurt. Rhaegar sniffs out the boss. There are 4 members of After Dark on the boss, though, and all I count are, well, 3 now. I guess everyone's coming. The boss does go red, so nice fear. Is Ragnar's going to go down? He does. Nice silence, nice silence. Is Stukov going to be able to escape? He does. Rhaegar does fall, but unfortunately, it took Ragnaros, Zagara, Ming, and Stukov out. So they do have the boss. They're not going to get punished too bad for that little 4-man whoopsie there. Even if BFT Orion does get the objective, it's not the 3rd one, so no need to panic. Samuro's on the boss with a hat. Can he do that by himself? No, he said he probably can by himself anyway. May comes and scouts it out and says, oh, there's only 2 people here, so knowledge is power. She has the knowledge that are there, but I don't know if she can do anything about it. The rest of After Dark, however, are coming, and they probably can have something to say about this. May slides back. Nice dive out of the fight to get out of there alive. The boss is leashed, so they've abandoned that for now. So we'll have May's going to try and channel. I don't think you're going to get away with that now, but good try. At least keep them honest. The Ancestral goes off on ETC, I think it was. May does go down. Ragnaros is he's going to go in with the blast wave, but he doesn't survive. The Maw does catch 2, and then Stukov puts a circle under it. So, wow, Rhaegar walks away with, I think, 80 health. Zagar is caught up in that little U-shaped choke there, so she is going to go down, and Samuro is going to chase Ming. Ming does survive, so it's not a curse yet. The next one will be cursed for somebody. One way or the other, someone's going to get a curse. Samuro was on that camp, but he's chosen to go elsewhere. They're going to go back to the boss, and I think they're probably going to get away with it. How much time do we have on the other boss? It's not up for almost 3 minutes, so it's completely out of the equation for now. So After Dark, I think they know which way the wind's blowing. They know that boss is coming. They'll defend it. The boss will take the fort. So do they defend the boss, or do they come up and try and grab the objective and get the curse? I think the last thing you want to do is do it halfway and end up with a curse and a boss. So they've chosen to make sure that they are going to get this objective. The boss is still fairly healthy, so that'll be a priority once they get this objective, assuming they can pull it off here. Let's pop the camera out. So much going on here. Samuro in the back just being annoying, as he likes to do. He had to walk away, though. He's kind of low. Stukov with the channel. Doesn't get it, but the ice... Wow, we have an Ice Wall, and we have a Mosh and a Maw. Oh, that's a nice fear. That's going to be Cigar that goes down. Nice swipe by Stukov that evens it up for a moment, but I think it's going to be trouble. Ragnaros goes down and Ming goes down. Samuro with the hat is chasing. He's not going to take anyone down, but that's a curse, and the buildings will no longer be helping defend for After Dark, so they're going to take some structure damage. Let's see what BFT Orion can do with this. They're going to come after the keep. I think they're probably going to get the keep. Stukov's going to try and dissuade them, but they're going to ignore him and just take the building. May in a little bit of trouble, but she's able to find a safe spot. Well, maybe. Throws the snowball to keep Samuro at bay for a moment. Keep is finally no. Keep is alive with a tiny sliver of health. Curse still got 24 seconds left on the curse, but both teams are up and at full strength. After Dark will actually they have 16 now, so they're in the same talent tier, and they'll have their heroics available skosh before BFT Orion does, so maybe they'll make something happen here. The curse is over in 3, 2, 1 now. So that top keep finally did go down while I wasn't paying attention. After Dark, I think they're looking for a rumble here. Going to try and get in there and get that bruiser camp and do some damage. They do have the advantage that the BFT has to worry about every one of the tributes from now on, and they can, if there's something else on the map like the boss or something, they could skip one and it doesn't really hurt them. So they're going to take the bruiser. They have the spell armor if they choose not to fight it. Well, no, that fight's going to happen one way or the other. Asmodean, is he going to be able to get out? He's really low. He's blinded, and he's in the maw. That maw might actually kill him when it pops. Yes, it does. The old maw kill. I don't see that very often. And ETC goes down. So that's a 5v3 for After Dark. So let's see what they do. Oh, that's just the Abathur clone. They're not even wasting time. He said, you know what, that'll go away eventually. So we want the buildings. Although maybe they should, because, ooh, Death Punisher kills us last minute there. Had me a little worried there, Death. Alright, so they're maybe going to keep it their own. We have a 5v3 down here, and it's just Abathur, Gul'dan, and Rhaegar, so not the best keep defense there, although Abathur does throw the hat on it, so that makes it tougher to kill. And it is going to go down, so that evens the map up. After Dark decided, you know what, we've gotten enough, so let's skedaddle. And skedaddling they will go. Where are they going to go? They're going to just paint the map red. It looks like that's what they're going to do. So it looks like they're going to rotate as 5 for a while here. Probably not a bad strategy. Oop. And BFT knows where they're doing, so they're waiting for the rotation. May comes in, does check the bush, but unfortunately the mosh comes out. Zagar does go down. Ming, does she have a blink? Can she get away? She does have a blink. Does she have about 3 more? And there was one right there. Summerall tracks her down. So that's, now we have 5v3 for BFT. They're going to take the boss. The one tribute doesn't get them a whole lot. I mean, they have to make sure that After Dark doesn't get it, but After Dark's got to respond to this. So they're going to send Summerall down there to grab that. At least one of the Summeralls, as another one heads up here. After Dark contesting this boss, they're not going to give it up for free here. And they don't quite get on the point in time. And then the boss, I think the boss got a stun off there. Sukov goes down and Ragnaros goes down. And May is the only person standing for After Dark. There's a blizzard there. She's going to be nice and healthy. She's going to be able to make this dash back to... Nope, she goes the other way. And she does indeed go down. And we have that boss coming in. Very, very healthy. Summerall's trying to chunk down that keep, or not the keep. It's called a core rack. I mean, it's called a core. And that boss is really, really super healthy. And with only 2 members up, I don't think Zagar and Ming are going to be able to do this. So the Mosh keeps them at bay. And Zagar goes down. So Ming, you're our only hope. And I don't think it's going to happen. So that is going to be the core. And that is going to be a 2-0 domination. So 3 points over to BFT Orion. So let's take a quick break. Actually, no, let's not take a break. Let's look at the game summary here. Look at some statistics. So 18-6 in kills. Look at damage. Gul'dan and Samuro were just a little bit too much for After Dark to handle that game. I hate to give an MVP for a game to Samuro because I personally find him annoying, and I hate to see him in my games. But just watching this game and not being in it, he was just a little bit annoying to deal with. So it's not as outstanding as it as far as the Tassadar was in the first game. But if I have to pick someone, I'm probably going to give him the nod. So let's head over to the map screen, and we will make it official, and we will give a point to BFT Orion. And we're going to take a quick break. I'll see if I can get someone in for an interview, and we'll be right back.
Is an adventure. I mean, have you seen this Nexus place? There's limitless worlds to explore. Constantly new things to see. Ew! Sure, there's danger too. What's an adventure without a little action? Oh, I can help with that. I am a Storm Scout after all. And for Storm Scouts, life is an adventure.
And I'm back, everyone, with Hemos Santiago. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, how is the team feeling after that 2-0 domination to keep you guys really healthy in the playoff hunt?
We feel pretty good. This is a team that had taken the first map we played against them in the first week of the season, so it felt really good to come out and get a 2-0. So we're really happy with our performance today.
So the nice thing about a double round robin is you get to play everyone twice. So you're getting into that stretch where you played the teams the second time. Was there anything that you learned from that first series against CM After Dark that you decided they did this well, we're not going to do this, or we could have done this better?
I can't hear you if you're talking, sorry.
Oh, hey. Now you can hear me and Twitch can hear me. Sorry about that, gang.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. So was there anything you learned from that series? Because being a double round robin, you get to play everyone a second time and second time. So anything you did a little bit differently based on the knowledge that you got from that first series?
Yeah, what they liked to do in the first series is they played some double bruiser, and that we didn't respond to it appropriately. And I think this time around we drafted in such a way that we could deal with that better. In both situations, and we played in terms of composition and maps, things that let us handle that more. So I think that was a big deal. They had a slightly different roster composition this time than they had last time, so some of the picks that we were worried about that gave us problems the first time weren't there this time, as far as we knew anyway. So that was also another nice part.
So So the the Samuro Samuro Abathur you guys pulled out in game two. Is
Mm-hmm.
that something you've? I don't unfortunately don't know a lot about Div A. So is that something you guys have been known for? Like, yeah, that Samuro's gonna an Abathur's going to come out, or is this something you just pulled the sheet off today and said, let's show this to the world?
First NGS game was Abathur Sam. We'd done it a couple times in Storm League, and we wanted to see how it held up in competitive. So it ended up doing all right. We still have some things to work on in terms of early game cleanup and just knowing when our spikes are and how to properly run the composition. But those are just things that can be ironed out in practice, so it's not a huge deal. We'd never actually ran it on that map before, so I think for a first time on that map, that was pretty good.
Cool. So I won't keep you too much longer. So MVP, if you have to pick an MVP, either for the series or one of the games, who do you give the MVP trophy to?
Well, I think when you're looking at valuable, you look for a person who's going to be doing the most to help their team win. And today we had Apple Mike step on to a Falstad, which is a hero he hasn't played in a while, and play it comfortably and switch over to healer to play one of our games to help facilitate the Abathur Sam draft, and he hasn't done that in an NGS game either. So we can slap him with the MVP.
Nice. If I'm going to pick one, it's probably going to be the Tassadar out of game one. It was the wall. The wall was just
good walls.
It was just hard. It was hard. Mm-hmm. So last question. I'll let you give a shout out to anyone you want to. The floor is yours.
Yeah, sure. So shout out to my team. Doing great this season. We're coming on strong in the second half. Very happy about that. Shout out to the other team for coming up and giving us some good games. Thank you very much to CM After Dark. Shout out to you for casting us. Shout out to everyone who's listening to us and watching on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching some amateur heroes. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I will.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Take it easy.